Is the idea of hospitality something that you feel is ingrained in the personality before they come to the position, or is it something that US Airways has spent a lot of time training and embedding in an approach to the position?
Our training is predominantly based on safety. In the hopefully that it will never happen event of an emergency situation. That is 90% of our training. And then, we do have some training on our international service, but mostly I think U.S. Airways tries to hire people who have the desire to be social and gracious, and that is just an element that we bring to the job. But as far as the training, our training is more specifically geared to the safety aspect of the job.
That makes sense, but at the same time, it is in the end that hospitality that ends up making such a difference, I think, for those of us who are so thoughtfully being served. I mean, you are definitely this idea that you are in somebody else's hands in a very real way when you're flying, and I have often felt that it is that one person's connection and efforts and little elements of care that do actually seem to come rather than from training, from a real incentive to be generous and hospitable. So it's interesting to hear you affirm that, and it does definitely make all the difference. And
well, forgive me for interrupting, but you're right. It does make the difference, and I have been told that by so many of our customers, and fortunately or unfortunately, it is a personal choice of how much extra you want to give to your customers. And I try to think about this as you don't know what's happened in this person's day by the time they get to you. Or maybe it's a real early morning flight and they've had to get up at some ungodly hour to get to the airport. And as you probably well know, going through TSA and security these days is not a pleasant experience. So by the time you are seated on that airplane, you're already a little frazzled. So by being a little gracious and trying to give that personal service, by looking the customer in the eye and addressing them by name if that's available to me, it just makes all the difference in the world to that person because they feel like they're being cared for. And it doesn't take that much more effort on my part. But unfortunately, customer service to that degree is a choice, and I wish that more people would be able to realize how much that meant to a customer.